The following is a video meant just for Jayden Daniels. If you're not Jayden Daniels, go ahead and skip to this part right here so that you can watch the video. Okay, it's just me and you now, Jayden. I just want to say in advance, I'm sorry for this. I am actually a very big fan. No offense intended. So obviously with the internet meme that Jayden Daniels and the number have become... sorry, Jayden. I didn't mean... My bad. With the meme that Jayden has become now, it became apparent to me that I had to turn to backyard football to make a perfect challenge video for you guys. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play a game of backyard football with Jayden Daniels as my QB. If the game ends and I have that forbidden number that we won't actually say out loud, if I have that forbidden number as any stat, I have to buy an authentic Jayden Daniels shirt. And then let's just say that's not really something I want to be doing. So the challenge is on me. I think the risk is very real right here. We have to be very careful not to have that specific number pop up as a stat. Now, obviously, I remember what's going on with Jayden and the LSU Tigers, so out of respect to Jayden, instead of the purple and yellow Tigers, I'm going to go with the yellow and purple Cheetahs. Completely different team. I had to capture Jayden in his perfect likeness. Obviously, JD6 was the perfect name for him, giving him perfect running, perfect passing, and a little bit of catching on the side. I think that we nailed this character model of Jayden. I think he'd be very happy with it. Something for this video I wanted to do was I wanted to capture the Commanders aspect as much as possible in my roster. So, doing their best impression of Scary Terry, bringing a lot of speed and athleticism to the table, I drafted Vicky. Staying with the pre-Stephon Diggs theme of having mediocre wide receiver play aside from Terry, I obviously had to pick Jorge to work aside him. The rest of the team honestly fell into place really nicely. Pete Wheeler's got the speed of Bill. Keisha and Jocinda are able to fill in for the defense really well. And Annie's got a killer leg just like Tressway. With that, the silly Cheetahs were ready to start the challenge. Jayden being Jayden, obviously the first thing he did on the first play of the game was bootleg out to his right and run the entire length of the field for the first touchdown. Unfortunately for me, I decided that my defense would have the exact same quality as the Commanders' defense did last year. And 2 plays later, they were already in the red zone. Fortunately for us, our defense buckled down with a couple key sacks and a chameleon play to completely confuse the defense, something the Commanders' defense wished they had last year, and we forced them to punt. Jayden can also throw the deep ball just as well as anyone else in the league. He shows this off right here, hitting Terry McLaurin down the sideline for a second touchdown in 2 plays. Unfortunately for us, our defense is just as bad as our offense is good. And 1 play later, they're immediately in the red zone again. Then a couple quick runs from Steve and Jerry Rice. They've completely outwitted our defense, and Jerry's in the end zone for 7. Jayden being the GOAT that he is, he tries to involve his lesser wide receivers in the passing game, getting a nice pass to Jorge right here. And then he tries to hit Pete down the sideline, but is sacked. On the next play, though, he's able to connect with Pete, and it's 4th down now. The Commanders go for 4th down more than any other team in the league, and they prove it right here. It doesn't always work, though. Pete did his impression of Sonny Styles right here, running the entire length of the field to make an athletic tackle. A couple plays later, we're able to force the punt. Now, something that proves that I'm not as good at football as Jayden Daniels is that Jayden immediately throws a pick into double coverage on the first play of this possession. And then a couple plays later to finish out the half, Reese is able to kick a field goal to end the first half. Taking a quick peek at the stat book, everything looks on the up and up so far. No scary numbers yet. Starting out the second half, Pete plays perfect defense right here, and then immediately gives up a deep shot, Commanders style. And so they're right back in the thick of things. But we are able to hold them to another punt. This one from the 25-yard line. I don't really know what the other team's doing at this point. Jayden starts things off with another run. Then he hits Pete down the middle of the field. Then Jayden, just like you see Terry do so many times, Jayden's able to find Terry in contested coverage. People don't know this. Terry leads the league in contested catching, and Terry's got his 2nd tutty of the game. Unfortunately for us, our defense is just as bad, and we immediately give up a screen pass to Jerry Rice, who then takes it the whole way down to the house. Taking another peek at the standings, the only number I see that's scary is that JD5 has exactly the right amount of completions, so we got to make sure to get at least one more completion with him. We do that right here on the first play of the next drive. Now we're in the safe zone. Jayden launches yet another deep ball to Scary Terry, Vicky, and then a couple plays later, he's able to rush it in for his second rushing touchdown of the game. Pete Wheeler pulls a Quan Martin and actually gets a pick right here. And then a couple plays later, we're able to drive down the field. Oh, Vicky drops the pass. Terry would have caught that. Just to add some insult to injury, I decided to throw Jayden in at running back so that he can kind of score a couple extra points. And Jayden's able to get into the end zone and get the 2-point conversion with a couple power-ups to close out the game. Okay, so we've successfully finished the game. Now we have to see how we did. Okay, here are the stats so far. Everything's looking fine. I don't see that forbidden number. Jayden Daniels with 2 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns. Those look good. Those look good. Okay, I think we did it. I think we're safe. Yeah, Jayden Daniels, he had 2 rushing touchdowns and he had 3. Oh. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you could help me recoup the financial loss, I'd appreciate you subscribing, sharing the video with someone, and maybe watching whatever comes next.